Just had our tip. We're underway. Homestead, Huntington North, and the Spartans win the tip, but then they turn it over. A bad pass on a post entry is stolen by Huntington North. Vikings into the front court. Zahn gives it up top between the circles to Freiberger. Popping outside the arc is Husband. Gives it back to Zahn. He'll shoot a three, and he drills it from the right wing. Ethan Zahn scoring about 20 points a game, and he opens up the scoring here in game one. It's 3-0 Huntington North. Vikings showing a 2-3 zone. Running the point, Jake Kuhlman, a sophomore, sends it right side to Rogers. In the corner to Weaver, back up to Kuhlman. Right in the middle of that zone, Welker, foul line jumper, nothing but net. The leading scorers for both squads start hot, and it's a 3-2 Huntington North lead. And now the Spartans put on a full court press. Here's Aaron Grog throwing it across the defense to get it in the front court, where Husband centers the circles, throws to his left to Freiberger. Lane Freiberger, 6'2 junior, holds the ball outside the arc, left wing. Looks down low, nobody open, everybody on an overplay, and finally coming out and getting the handoff is Schultz. He'll give it off to Grog between the rings. Husband has it at the arc and away from the ball. There's an offensive foul called against Huntington North, and they'll whistle Blaine Freiberger for a push inside. Freiberger, a big fella. He's only 6'2", but he's got some girth to him. I'm just guessing, totally speculation. I don't have it in the notes, but that guy had to be part of Huntington North's football team that won a sectional. From the left wing, triple on the way for Welker. That's too strong, and the long rebound to the corner where Freiberger wins the race. Huntington North, right to left, black uniforms, red numbers, white borders. Down low, good no-look pass to Husband from Ethan Zahn. Foul line to the low block and a layup for Dalton Husband, and it's a 5-2 Huntington North edge. Right wing to Kuhlman. 2-3 zone for Huntington. Rogers throws to the corner. Welker immediately down to the low block to Aiden Good. Back outside Welker. Up top Rogers. His three is good. Just outside the top of the key from 23 feet for Josh Rogers. And you see why he's connecting 48% from behind the arc this year. All tied up 5-5. Here's the pressure. And they don't get it across the timeline. Full court press forces a turnover. The 10-second count called against Huntington North, and Homestead will take over. 5-5 game, 5:14 to play in our opening quarter. Jake Kuhlman sends left side to Rodebush, who has checked in. Always the first sub off the bench for Chris Johnson. Michael Rodebush, a 6'3 senior. Welker in the corner. Rogers through Rodebush. They get it to Kuhlman. Left side triple. The lefty missed, but an offensive rebound. And on the putback, Welker got stripped. And Huntington North comes out of there with it. And then a double team at the midcourt stripe, and it's a reach-in called on Homestead. They'll whistle Michael Rodebush for his first foul. That's the first on Homestead with 4:48 on the clock. Tied up 5-5. Huntington North to inbound. 5'10 freshman Aaron Grog runs the point, sends it to Zahn on the right side. Down low, Husband turns, faces. Now with his back to the basket, sends it up top to Freiberger. Fake the pass to the left. Now he does throw left, and it's on off a screen. Elbow jumper, no good. And the rebound goes to Welker. Homestead in the front court. Still tied at 5. Long skip pass, Rodebush, high left. Back to the right side to Rogers. He'll skip it far corner. Kuhlman all alone. He'll flip it with the left hand. Got it. Jake Kuhlman with a triple. And a timeout called by Huntington North. It's an 8-5 Homestead lead. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Homestead has scored 6 straight. They lead at 8-5 over Huntington North. 4:11 on the clock in the first quarter. Huntington North after the timeout inbounds in the backcourt. And it is Schultz to Grog. They'll double him. Pass into the front court, made its way to Zahn. Now Zahn in the paint, dishes it down low for Freiberger, and it's knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by Homestead. 3:59 to play. Quarter number 1. Huntington North trailing by 3 inbounds. They get it to Zahn. Zahn works the right side. Now he drives a blow by to the basket. Got blocked, but there's body contact. And a foul whistled against Homestead's Mac Welker. He gets his first foul, team second. It is a shooting foul, and Ethan Zahn will be at the free throw line. Shooting 2 for Huntington North. Zahn, a 6-foot senior, rattles down the first free throw. That's his 4th point. Pulls Huntington North within 2. 3:53 to play. Quarter number 1. We got a 1-point game. Zahn connects on both free throws, and it's 8-7. White-clad Homestead Spartans. Blue letters and numbers. Welker outside Kuhlman. Wide open. Rogers. He's in the right corner. Missed from the corner pocket. Offensive rebound to Welker, and he puts it back in off the square. 4 points for Welker and a 10-7 Homestead lead. Huntington North attacks against the full court press, but a ball was lost off the fingers of Husband. It goes to Homestead. Lead pass to Rogers for the layup. 12-7 Sparty. 3:10 and the clock runs. Quarter number 1. Grog, far sideline, throws it all the way back under the Homestead basket, where Schultz gives it back to Grog, and Grog doesn't get across the timeline. Another 10-second count. 2 of them against Huntington North. Aaron Grog, a 5'10 freshman, having trouble with this Homestead full court pressure. He'll be taken out of the lineup, and Coach Eric Thompson, using it as a teaching moment, goes down with the whiteboard, shows him how they want to execute against that press. Homestead has Owen Smith now on the floor. He's checked in. Kuhlman up top. Throws to his right to Smith, right back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman drifts left to the top of the key and flips it back to Welker. Just outside the top of the key. His 3 misses everything. And on the rebound, we've got a tie-up. The arrow points to Huntington North, so the Vikings will get the basketball with 2:37 on the clock. Still in the opening quarter, and Homestead leading at 12-7. Still showing the full court pressure. Ball almost stolen to midcourt, and it is stolen. Raudebusch flips to Welker, cutting down the lane. He missed the layup. Rebound goes to Huntington North. Here's Zahn, flipping it across the paint. He's got a man open, and Nate Bowman lays it in. What a beautiful pass. A great execution for that transition by Ethan Zahn with the late flip across the paint for the Bowman layup. 12-9, still a 3-point lead for the Spartans. Long skip pass, Kuhlman far corner, and he threw it away. Nobody home. Owen Smith tried to get there from the wing, but the ball had too much zip, and it got out of bounds before Smith could cut from the wing to the corner. And that long skip pass turns it over. And with 2 minutes left in quarter number 1, a 3-point game, and here for the tie, it's Zahn, and he missed from the right wing. Rebound goes to Homestead with Brogan McNeese pulling it down. Smith in the corner to Welker, back up the sideline, where Smith gives it between the circles to Rogers. Foul line jumper, Welker missed it. Tip up, no good for Brogan McNeese. Rebound to Huntington North. Quickly front court. Zahn drops it again, down low, and Bowman with the reverse layup had it blocked by Homestead, and the ball caroms to the Spartans. They lead it by 3, minute 20, clock ticking away. Oh, nice pass right in the pocket in the middle of the zone, and Welker missed the layup from right in front of the rim. Down to just over a minute left in the first. 12-9 Spartans lead, but Huntington North in the front court. Pass down low, got through traffic to Bowman. He gives it off to Freiberger. Freiberger outside corner to Schultz, a three. Back heel, no good. Offensive rebound, Bowman, and then Bowman just plows right into the chest. Tried to play some bully ball, and he tried to go right through the chest of Owen Smith, and Nate Bowman gets called for the foul. It's his first, team second, and it turns it over to Homestead with the Spartans leading it 12-9 and 48.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Slowly with the dribble, Josh Rogers to Raudebusch. Rogers sends it to Smith on the left sideline. Now they just play catch around the perimeter, trying to shift that zone left and right. Right side Raudebusch, center to Rogers. They'll throw it in the middle of the zone to Weaver. He pops it back outside. Homestead burning clock. They might tick this down to the final shot now as the clock goes under 20 seconds here in the first quarter. Smith, Rogers holds it in the center circle. Raudebusch has it right wing, up top Rogers, left side to Smith, back to Rogers, clock's at 7. Shot fake, Raudebusch from the right wing, steps inside the arc, mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound Huntington North. It's launched for three at the horn, but it's no good. Off the fingers of Nate Bowman, and that will end our first quarter. After 12-9, it's the Spartans leading it over Huntington North. It's sectional basketball in Class 4A, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Already into action here in the second quarter. A quick 60 during the break, and now Homestead with the ball, leading at 12-9. On the wing, Welker left open. He eyes a 10-toed three, and he missed it. Rebound goes to Huntington North. We've been stuck on 12-9 for a long time. Here's Ethan Zahn. Down low to Husband. Up top to Grant Campbell, a 6'1 junior who checked in at the quarter break. Zahn has it right wing between the circles to Nate Bowman. Back to Zahn. Huntington North patiently working man-to-man defense for Homestead. They get it inside, and Husband misses from the right block. Rebound to Homestead. Still a 12-9 game. We're looking to break this scoring drought. Welker outside, where Raudebusch sends baseline to Weaver. Welker gives it to Raudebusch. His left wing triple is good, and there it is. Our first points in what seems like an eternity. And it's a three-pointer from Michael Raudenbusch. Hits it 34% from out there. It's 15-9. And then Huntington North picks up the dribble right on the center court stripe. That's a mistake for the junior Grant Campbell, and it almost results in a turnover, but Huntington North bailed out. They call a Homestead foul. The foul whistled against Owen Smith of Homestead, so Huntington North keeps the possession. First foul of our quarter. Campbell, center circle to Zahn. Zahn drifts to the left wing, now bounces it down low. Husband's got some position. He scores on Welker, and the second foul on Mac Welker will result in a chance at a three-point play. Dalton Husband, the 6'5 junior, sealed off Welker toward the high side, and a great angle for Zahn. He got to the wing so he could bounce it on the baseline side and basically lead Husband right into the catch, the layup, and the harm. And the free throw hits the front rim but rolls through. Three-point play cuts the lead in half. It's a three-point game, 15-12. Just over 6 minutes left, second quarter. Raudebusch has it. He'll center the floor, send right side to Rogers. Josh Rogers takes the dribble to the middle and throws back to the right wing to Kuhlman. Baseline Weaver, up top Rogers, extra pass Kuhlman, doesn't take the three. Gives it instead to Rogers. They'll try the left corner. Raudebusch will launch it, and his three is short. Rebound to Good of Homestead, and the Spartans will go on a reset. 5:45, clock runs. Down low, Good. It is blocked. Titus Schultz went up and met at the apex and blocks it for the Vikings. And here's Huntington North down by 3, 5.5 to play in the first half. Grant Campbell from the left elbow, outside to Zahn, dribbles to the foul line, gets doubled, sends it out on the wing to Schultz. Titus Schultz, he'll pick up the dribble, and helping him out between the circles, Grant Campbell. Now on the right wing to Schultz, they'll feed post, but there's contact down low, and it might be an offensive foul. It is. They'll call it on Dalton Husband, fighting to get that post position. And that is going to be the first on Dalton Husband of Huntington North. And it will give the ball to the Homestead Spartans with 5:11 on the clock here in quarter number 2. Homestead with a 15-12 lead. Jake Kuhlman flips it just as he gets across the timeline to Smith. Now on the left wing to Kuhlman, up top to Smith. Foul line, Weaver. Right wing to Rogers. A three, no. Rodebush goes over the top, gets the offensive rebound, flips to Weaver, who misses. Now this rebound tipped, and it's Zahn who collects it. He gets bumped from behind, and Huntington North's been begging for a whistle. They finally got one. It's a foul on Homestead's Michael Rodenbush. Third foul of the quarter, and the second foul of the game on the Homestead senior, Michael Rodenbush. Still out there, but there is a sub who's checked at the scorer's table. But we're back to action. Huntington North in the front court. High post, Zahn. Zahn from the free throw line. He'll take a step back 17-footer and airballed it. Underneath, it is saved by Freiberger, but it goes to Homestead. Here's Rodenbush quickly on the push into the front court. Now he'll circle back outside. Left wing Walker in the corner to Rogers. Rogers up the sideline to Kuhlman. Now in the corner to Rogers, firing, and the three, no good, and over the top, Weaver gets whistled for the foul. That is the first foul on Wyatt Weaver, and now 4 have been whistled against Homestead here in the quarter. So Huntington North will be shooting 2 free throws on each ensuing Homestead foul. Just a 3-point game. And we've got Huntington North being called for a violation. They moved out of bounds, and it was not after a made basket. It was a foul call that gave the ball to Huntington North, and they ran the baseline like it was a made basket, so now Homestead gets it. On the inbound, Rogers, left wing, up top Smith. Try the right side to Kuhlman. Kuhlman dribbles around the arc, surveys, and sends it on the wing to McNeese. Rogers to Kuhlman. Kuhlman outside the arc, centers the floor just outside the top of the key and throws it over the top of the defense to the left wing, where Smith gives high post to Weaver, to Kuhlman, to Weaver. Now it is Smith. Open, left wing three. Count it! Bottom of the cup for Owen Smith. 35% on the season, and he's extended Homestead's lead to 18-12. At midcourt, Campbell in trouble. Ball knocked away, but Huntington North collects it. Now Husband. He'll drive hard to the rack and put it in off the square. Dalton Husband with 7 points here in the first half. That's half of Huntington North's total. They still trail 18-14. 3:15. Clock runs first half. Weaver, high post. They go down low to McNeese, and it's tipped away. It goes out of bounds, and they say it was touched by Homestead or by Huntington North. So it belongs to the Spartans. They'll inbound under the basket with 3:10 showing on the clock. Second quarter, 18-14. And here is a long three by Owen Smith, about 27 feet, and he missed it. Rebound goes to Huntington North. Husband has it left wing outside the arc. He flips up high half court to Campbell. Cross courts it to Grog. Grog right side. Looks for the post. Wants to get it down low. Doesn't. Throws up top instead to Grant Campbell. Campbell goes to the dribble. And then popping outside the arc is Husband near the top of the key. He'll flip it over to Ethan Zahn. Zahn into the lane. Spins. Goes up and under. And then drops the pass off to Freiberger for the layup. Crafty work by Ethan Zahn. A 2-point game, 18-16. Front court for the Spartans. Smith has it, right wing, high post. McNeese skips it over to the far corner to Rogers. He'll skip it to the right wing where Smith lines up a triple. Got another one. 6 points for Owen Smith. And a 5-point Homestead lead, 21-16. And under the basket, we've got a foul call. A push on the rebound, and it's a foul on Huntington North. Ethan Zahn gets called for the foul. The second of the quarter. It's the first of the game on Zahn, but it's going to be Homestead keeping possession, and the three-pointer counts. Inbounded under the basket. Kuhlman has to throw it all the way into the backcourt where Rogers goes underneath the Huntington North hoop to make the play. Now into the front court. Kuhlman left wing, corner to McNeese. McNeese, one dribble up the sideline. Kuhlman, Rogers, right wing to Smith. He thought about it, a heat check at this point. And there's Smith, baseline drive, double team, back outside to McNeese, to Rogers, left wing to Kuhlman. He'll flip the three. Oh, that's the bottom of the cup for Jake Kuhlman. 2 triples on the possession for Homestead. They've opened up an 8-point lead, their biggest of the game, 24-16. And a steal at midcourt. They pressured Campbell, forced a turnover, and it's going to be Jake Kuhlman getting the layup. A 10-point advantage for the Spartans, an 8-point run. Here's Zahn. Nice drop down to Freiberger on the 2-on-1. When they break the pressure, Huntington North is attacking, and Zahn took it down the left side of the lane and then bounced it perfectly to the right block for a layup by Freiberger, and it's 26-18. We go under a minute left, first half. Owen Smith, center circle, Rogers back to Smith. High post Weaver skips left wing to Kuhlman. Baseline McNeese, mid-range from 15. No good by Brogan. McNeese, rebound Huntington North. Here's Zahn. Oh, and sneaking in. Kuhlman with the steal on the spin move, and Kuhlman coast to coast for the layup. Double figures for Jake Kuhlman. And a 10-point lead for Homestead. Zahn, foul line, drops it down low, gets it to Freiberger, and he goes up strong from the right side of the basket. Didn't get the bucket, but he got fouled, and the foul is on Homestead's Brogan McNeese. That will be his first. 2 free throws coming for Blaine Freiberger. 28-18. Spartans with their first 10-point lead of the game. Huntington North trying to cut it back to single digits. The first free throw is good. Welker and Raudebusch back into the game for the Spartans, while Titus Schultz comes into the game for Huntington North. 28-19, 21.4 ticks left before halftime, and Freiberger with the second one on the way, and good. The big man showing a soft touch from the charity stripe, makes both free throws, 28-20. Now Homestead with Welker throwing in the front court to Rogers. The clock's down to 12. They'll give it to Kuhlman from the logo. Sends left side, Rogers back up to top to Kuhlman. Smith, corner to Welker. Extra pass back to Smith. Has he got another? Yes, he does! 3 triples in the first half for Owen Smith. And an 11-point advantage for the Homestead Spartans at halftime. 31-20. The Homestead lead over Huntington North. It's game 1 of 2 here at Wayne. Game 2 features the Southside Archers and the host, the Wayne Generals. We'll have that one about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. It's a full night of high school basketball coming your way, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Homestead Spartans using the 3-ball to their advantage, leading Huntington North 31-20 as we get set to start our second half. Huntington North in the road black uniforms, designated as the visitors. by their position in the bracket. They're wearing black uniforms, red letters and numbers, white trim. And they get it to the left wing to Ethan Zahn, and he lobs to the post, and before the pass even gets there, there's foul underneath called on Mac Welker, fighting for position with Dalton Husband, and that's number 3 on the 17-point per game scorer for Homestead. Inbound is kicked. Huntington North will have to do it again from under their basket. Just underway here in the second half. 31-20, Homestead leading it. Inbound, Schultz throws to the corner. Freiberger shows some range. The big man, Blaine Freiberger, from the corner. And it is 31-23, 9 points now for Blaine Freiberger. Homestead brings it front court. They work at the basket to my left. Rogers, right angle, center circle to Good. Left side to Coleman, back to Good, now to Rogers, right wing. Through Good, over to the left wing to Coleman, back up top to Aiden Good. 3-man game around the perimeter. They feed the post. Wyatt Weaver is fouled from behind, and that, I believe, is going to be Titus Schultz. It is. So Schultz guilty of his first foul. Homestead inbound, up by 8. Throw to midcourt. Catch made by Rogers. Coleman left wing. Up top to Good. Rogers right side. Center circle to Good. High post Weaver. Flips it on the wing to Rogers. Good shot fake. Then he sets up for a mid-range on the right baseline. Missed it. And the rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Huntington North. 6:58 to play, third quarter. Spartans will inbound. 31-23. Homestead leads it. Coleman looking for someone to get open. Finally throws to midcourt, and Rogers makes the running catch. Coleman, Good. Foul line Welker. Turn, shoots. Air ball. Saved underneath, though, by Weaver. Rogers. Right corner to Coleman. He gets cut off of the baseline. Throws back up top to Good. Back to Coleman. Now Good from the center circle. Dribbles up to the top of the key. Flips it off high post to Weaver. Weaver takes it down the right side of the lane. He's cut off. Back outside where Rogers gets a look from the left wing. Missed the three. And on the rebound, a foul over the back of Coleman. And it's whistled against Homestead. It looked like Coleman was going to try to catch it and put it in. And they are going to give him 2 shots on that rebound. The foul is whistled on Aaron Grog, a 5'10 freshman for Huntington North. Coleman already with 10 points goes to the line to shoot 2. And the first free throw is absolutely perfect. Coleman, a 66% free throw shooter, 33 out of 50 on the year, now 34-51, and the second one's on the way. And that one rims all the way around the cylinder and comes out. Huntington North the board. Zahn on the wing. Schultz, his three, no good. And the long rebound to the corner where it's caromed or collected by Wyatt Weaver. Coleman, center circle to Aiden Good. Good looks right, throws left. Rogers back to Good. Now on the right side, it goes to Coleman. Center circle, Good quickly rotates it left side. Rogers, foul line to Weaver. Now outside to Good. Right side to Coleman. They go to Welker at the foul line. He sends it to Coleman. Baseline drive, throws up top. Good, the extra pass to Rogers. Good shot fake, got a man out of the air from the left elbow. It's no good by Josh Rogers. Rebound goes to Huntington North. Here's Zahn, spin move, down the lane, all the way to the basket, contact, and what do we have? We have a blocking foul called on Wyatt Weaver of Homestead. 2 free throws coming for Ethan Zahn. Scores 19.5 points per game, and he goes to the line with 5 points, all of those coming early in the first quarter. And that's in and out, no good on the first of 2 free throws. Score remains 32-23, 9-point advantage for Homestead. Zahn will try to cut that to 8. For his 6th point, the free throw, good. Zahn, a 6-foot senior for the Vikings, makes it 32-24. Spartans front court, Raudenbush through Kuhlman. Rogers takes the right side. Again, it's a three-man game, a wing on each side and a point up top. And this is Kuhlman who runs the point. Dribbles right, now throws back to Welker. Good high-low game. Welker dumps it down for Weaver. He lays it in from the right side of the basket. A 10-point advantage for Spartyville. 34-24. Huntington North breaks pressure. Freiberger left side. Throws up top to Grog. Shot fake. Grog goes to drive. He's cut off by Raudenbush. So Grog flips it on the wing to Schultz. They'll go low block. Here's Husband. Good spin move, but he missed the shot. Got his own rebound. Threw up a second try, and there's a foul down low with the body. And Dalton Husband doing some work from the low block. He's going to get 2 free throws as a result. The foul is the third of the game on Wyatt Weaver, the 6'4 senior for the Spartans. And the first free throw by Husband is no good. Owen Smith back into the game for Homestead. 3 triples in the first half for Owen Smith. Second free throw is nothing but net for Dalton Husband. Husband now with 8 points in the game, a 9-point Spartans lead, 34-25. Baseline Kuhlman. Back up the sideline to Rogers. Top of the key to Kuhlman. Back to Rogers. Skip pass. Smith right back to Kuhlman. Steps into a triple just left of the top of the key, and Kuhlman. Oh, so smooth. Just nothing but net on that triple. 37-25. Zahn with the drive, the no-look dish down low, and Dalton Husband lays it in. Again, Zahn just crafty with the ball. Beautiful no-look pass from the foul line down low. 37-27. 10 points for Husband in the game. He's into double figures. Kuhlman, high post, Raudenbush flips it out on the wing. It's a 3 for Rogers. You can count it for Josh Rogers from the right wing. 40-27. It's the biggest lead for Homestead. 3:50 remains third quarter. Schultz in the front court. Freiberger right wing. Hands to Schultz. He'll drive baseline. All the way under the basket. Reverse layup. Partially blocked. The rebound gets tipped to Husband. He'll put it in through contact. Count the bucket for Dalton Husband. And a foul on Homestead. And Mac Welker just picked up his 4th foul. Been a tough night for Welker. 4 fouls. We've still got 3:38 to play in the third. 40-29. And a free throw coming. And they confirm with the other officials that it was a foul on Welker. Chris Johnson was asking to make sure they had the right guy. And the officials got together and said it was number 30. So the foul confirmed, and it's 4 on Welker. He has to sit down on the Homestead bench. Dalton Husband looks to cap off a 3-point play, and he rolls it in. 10-point game, 40-30. We go under 3:35 to play in the third quarter. Kuhlman spins at the circle. He's hounded by Grog, so he throws to the wing where it's Owen Smith. Now coming off a screen, Rogers the catch at the arc. He'll center the floor between the circles, throw right side to Kuhlman. Little jab step, now a drive down the lane. Flips it up with the left hand off the window. No good. Freiberger the rebound for Huntington North. Grog lead pass Schultz down low. They got Husband, and he'll put it in from close. And it's an 8-point lead. 5 straight scored by Dalton Husband. A big third quarter. He's got 15 in the game. 2:50 to play. Quarter number 3. 40-32. Now the ball knocked away from Raudenbush. Huntington North the steal. Schultz drives, and it's an offensive foul called on Titus Schultz. He drove, and even though the defender was moving, he had established his spot, and Schultz just kind of put the shoulder down and went right into his chest. So Schultz whistled for a second foul, third on the team here in the quarter. And with 2:40 on the clock, Homestead the ball leading by 8, 40-32. Jake Kuhlman crosses the timeline. From the center circle, he'll take off to the right elbow, flip it on the wing to Smith. He's short on the three. Offensive rebound by Kuhlman. He saves it as he gets knocked to the deck, but it's taken by Huntington North. Good feed by Zahn, finding a cutting Titus Schultz. How did he see him? He's got eyes in the back of his head. Schultz didn't get the layup, but he was fouled by Homestead's Wyatt Weaver, and Schultz will shoot two for Huntington North. He can make this a 6-point game. It was 13 just moments ago. Schultz, a 6'1 sophomore, 13-point per game scorer. And the first of two is short. On iron, no good. Schultz with still looking for his first point in the game. Second one on the way, and he's got it. So he splits the pair. It's 40-33. 2:13, clock runs, and Homestead brings it right to left. Kuhlman, center circle, flips to the left to Aiden Good. Popping out from the high post is Raudenbush. Back outside to Good. Left wing to Kuhlman. He'll drive, beat his man, but missed the layup. Good help defense to challenge it. And now Huntington North in the front court. 7-point game. Zahn flips on the wing to Grant Campbell. Dalton Husband comes outside the top of the key, makes the catch. He's not going to shoot it from there, but he'll flip it to Zahn, who will. And Zahn with the three-pointer from the left wing. 9 points for Zahn, and it's a 4-point lead. A 9-point run by the Huntington North Vikings. Minute 24, clock runs, third quarter. Kuhlman from the center court stripe. Gives on the wing to Smith, back up top to Kuhlman. The Huntington North fans have come alive here at Wayne High School. Kuhlman between the rings. High post, it goes to Good. Back to the basket at the foul line. He throws on the wing. Raudenbush, baseline drive. There's a pull-up from 14 feet. It's no good. And the rebound goes to Huntington North. Lead pass to Husband. Husband spins, drives, bucket. Count it. And a flop warning called against Homestead, but it is a 2-point game here at Wayne. 11 straight scored by the Huntington North Vikings. 17 in the game for Dalton Husband. It's electric for the red and black of Huntington right now. And Homestead brings it across the timeline. Kuhlman up top, Raudenbush. Raudenbush, he'll drive down the right side of the lane, put it up on the run, miss it. Offensive putback by Raudenbush is good. He got his own miss, hung in the air, and put it right back up. Big bucket, ending the 11-point run by Huntington North. 42-38, two-possession lead for the Spartans. Now Huntington North's going to burn the rest of this clock, play for the last shot. We're at 13 seconds. High post. They get it to Zahn. He'll turn, face, shoot, and hit a three! Ethan Zahn has made it a 1-point game. Smith for a three, and a horn, and it's a little strong from the left wing. He would have counted if it went. But what a game we've got. Game 1 of 2 here at Wayne. And it's a 1-point contest heading to the fourth. Homestead 42, Huntington North 41 on the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. It's going to be decided in the fourth quarter here at Wayne in Game 1, the semifinals, because Homestead has just a 1-point lead over Huntington North, 42-41. Spartans get the ball first to start our final period. Kuhlman, high post to Wyatt Weaver, outside Good, extra pass, Rogers, his three on the way, no good. Weaver goes up, had the ball stripped away after he collected the rebound, but that's a foul on a reach-in called against Huntington North, and the first foul of our quarter is called on the Vikings, Blaine Freiberger. 20 seconds into the fourth quarter. Homestead will inbound. In the pocket, they get it to Weaver out in the corner to Coolman. He can't shoot it, so he dribbles up to the wing, and now it's up top to Rogers. At the timeline, Aiden Good looks left, throws right, goes to Coolman from the right wing. He'll flip it up top to Good. He'll rotate it this time, left side to Rogers, high post to Weaver, outside to Good, right side to Coolman, back to Aiden Good. Now Coolman from the right wing flips the triple, and it's no good. Good box out. Huntington North, and Freiberger collects the carom. A chance for the Vikings to lead. Down by one. Here's Zahn, baseline. Spins, kicks it outside. Husband to Freiberger. Oh, he thought about the three. He's already got one of them, but he didn't take it. Freiberger at the arc on the left wing. Hands it off to Titus Schultz. Schultz will dribble up top. And a moving screen just got called on Grant Campbell of Huntington North. He tried to clear the man off of Ethan Zahn, and it was right in front of the official. So a turnover for Huntington North, and with a 1-point lead, Homestead gets the ball back. 6:45 left. Slowly into the front court, Coolman. High post, popping out from the top of the key is Weaver. In the corner, Welker, down low to Raudenbush. Raudenbush slips into the paint. Well collects it and just flips it up to the basket. Good for Mac Welker. Welker has been plagued with foul trouble, just 6 points, but it's a 3-point lead now for the Spartans. 44-41. Right wing, Zahn up top to Campbell. He'll give it off to Titus Schultz. Schultz bounces it to Zahn, left elbow. His shot blocked by Raudenbush and collected by Mac Welker. Homestead up by 3, 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. Coolman, left-hander on the bounce to the left wing, keeps going all the way down to the basket, flips up top. Weaver gives to Welker. He won't shoot. He'll instead take 2 bounces up to the timeline. Reset the offense. Coolman comes out, grabs the handoff from the center circle. It's Jake Coolman drifting on the dribble to the right. Now at the top of the key, Weaver feeds down low. Welker has it. Welker scores. The high-low game for the Homestead Spartans delivers. And Homestead scored the first 4 points of our fourth quarter and lead by 5. 46-41. 5:20 still to be played. Here's Campbell driving, and he runs right through the defender, and Welker with a bold move. He's got 4 fouls, but he stood his ground and drew an offensive foul on Grant Campbell. Second foul on Campbell, and another turnover for the Huntington North Vikings. Homestead led by 1 at the break. They've scored all 4 points here in the quarter, 46-41. And now Coolman in the front court. Works the dribble. Still on the dribble. Huntington North overplaying the passes. And Coolman finally finds Weaver in the corner. It goes to Welker. Baseline drive, and there's a bump by Freiberger. He didn't take away that baseline, and Freiberger whistled for the foul. On Blaine Freiberger, it'll be his 3rd. Homestead will inbound it under the basket, leading at 46-41, 4:51 to play. Coolman throws to the corner. Raudenbush up top to Josh Rogers. Rogers, a 6'1 senior, gives it to the sophomore, Jake Coolman. Coolman, 14 points for the Spartans. High post Weaver up top to Coolman. Coolman steps back to the center circle. Uses the jersey to wipe the sweat off his face and then passes to the right to Rogers. Rogers, right wing, up top to Coolman. Homestead really spacing the half court against this 2-3 zone. Rogers dribbles toward the right wing, now throws back up top to Coolman. Coolman drifts the dribble to the left, throws back to the right. Rogers unguarded. Huntington North's got to come out and pick up man-to-man. And now they do. Coolman wanted to drive on Zahn. Stop. Now they go inside. It's a turnaround jump hook. Welker gets the bucket and the harm. And Mac Welker will have a chance to finish a three-point play as he hits double figures now with 10 in the game. And this young man, just a sophomore, 6'5", has not been on the floor much because he's been plagued with foul trouble most of the ball game. Averages 17 a game. Looks for his 11th point at the charity stripe. The slender 6'5" sophomore short on the free throw. Rebound goes to Ethan Zahn of Huntington North. 48-41, 7-point advantage for the Spartans. Vikings with the basketball front court. It's Grog. Cut off by Kuhlman. Grog dribbles back up to the top of the key. Then he'll bounce it down low to Husband. Husband gets double teamed. Ball stripped away, but it goes right to Huntington North for a layup. It's Nate Bowman, who we haven't seen much of here in the half, but he gets the layup to cut the margin down to 5. Kuhlman in the front court for the Spartans. Kicks outside. Weaver finds Rogers. Top of the key triple is short left, and the long rebound chased down by Ethan Zahn of Huntington North. Under 3 minutes to play, and Zahn has it right wing. 5-point game. Zahn on the crossover, takes it to the elbow, bounces it across the lane, where Bowman gives it right back to Zahn. He's outside the arc. He shoots and got a triple. Ethan Zahn doesn't want to see his high school basketball career end here in game 1 of the semifinals at Wayne. 48-46. Zahn has come to life with 15 points. And a foul is called as Homestead brings it into the front court, and they'll call it on Aaron Grog, a 5'10 freshman for the Vikings. And that is already the 6th foul whistled against Huntington North here in the quarter. Homestead with 0. It will put Jake Kuhlman to the free throw line with 2:34 left, a 2-point game, and the first free throw makes it a 3-point lead. And it's the 15th point of the contest for the sophomore, Jake Kuhlman. Kuhlman, a 66% free throw shooter, left-hander. Now they're looking to see if there's blood somewhere, and they're going to have the training staff take a look at it. He's looking at his left hand. And they're going to give him a moment to come over and get some treatment. And they're saying a 20-second timer. And I think we might have a substitution. Owen Smith has come to the scorer's table. And so Owen Smith is going to shoot the second free throw. 49-46, 3-point lead. It's a big free throw because it could give the Spartans a 2-possession advantage. 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to be played. And Smith goes to the line looking to get into double figures. He's got 9, 3 triples in the first half, and he missed the free throw. Rebound to Huntington North, still a 1-possession game. And here is Zahn. He'll feed down low to Husband. Husband, spin move, left block, off the window, no good, and Mac Welker pulls down the rebound in a crowd for Homestead. With 2:15, now 2:14 left. A timeout called by Chris Johnson. 49-46, it is Homestead with the lead over Huntington North. 2 minutes and 14 seconds still on the clock. You're listening to the Class 4A Sectional Semi-Final at Wayne High School. This is high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Well, if Game 2 lives up to Game 1, we've got one heck of a doubleheader going here at Wayne High School, because right now the Homestead Spartans holding a 3-point lead over the Huntington North Vikings with 2 minutes and 14 seconds still left to be played. We will have about a 25-minute break between games. We will catch up on some spots. We'll also have Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig talking girls basketball in the state finals. coming up between the games. In the corner to Welker. Up top, it goes to Rogers. Homestead works a weave, trying to burn clock. And it is man-to-man defense for Huntington North. They've had to come out of their zone. Owen Smith gives center circle to Kuhlman. Kuhlman guarded by Nate Bowman. Still on the dribble near the timeline. Throws left sideline to Owen Smith. Guarded by Zahn. Smith circles in, back out. And at the center circle, gives the ball up to Kuhlman. Kuhlman behind the back, still on the bounce. Minute 31. The clock continues to tick away. 3-point game. Kuhlman, 35 feet from the hoop, works against Grog, the freshman, with a big assignment defensively, and a timeout is called by Chris Johnson. He's not happy with the amount of dribbling that Kuhlman was doing. Wants him to work the ball with the pass. Kuhlman was going to the bounce, working it around near the timeline. He was afraid of a 5-second count, so a timeout is called. It's just a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. A reminder, coming up after the games tonight, we will be live at the Waynedale Pizza Hut for the Parkview Sports Medicine postgame show. Adam Lundy, Eric Dukevich. I don't know why I tried to put D.C. Hendricks in the mix, but it's Adam Lundy, Eric Dukevich, and me bringing you scores from area games tonight. All 4 classes in action. We'll highlight any individual performances. We'll set you up for tomorrow's championship games. That's all coming up live from the Waynedale Pizza Hut right after our second game concludes. And we've got a foul away from the ball on the inbound. It's called on Huntington North's Grant Campbell, and that's going to be free throws coming, 2 of them to Jake Kuhlman. Kuhlman steps to the free throw line already with 15 points. He's back on the floor after getting his hand taken care of by the training staff. First of 2 is on the way, and good. That's 16 now for Kuhlman, and it is a 2-possession Homestead lead, 50-46. 1:16 to play. Free throw number 2, bullseye. Never a doubt. 51-46. Sparty by 5 over the Vikings. These 2 teams have played for many years as the opener in November, but not this year. Here's a pull-up by Zahn, 15 feet, no. Rebound off the fingertips of Campbell, and it goes to Huntington North. Here's Campbell driving right side of the lane. Up top to Zahn. Zahn, oh, what a spin move. Hangs in the air, puts it off the window, no good. And the rebound to Welker of Homestead. Under a minute. Here's Raudenbush, coast to coast. Raudenbush for the layup. And the Spartans extend the lead to 7, 53-46. Grog, baseline drive, drops a pass in the paint. Homestead tipped it away, and then it goes out of bounds under the Huntington North basket, and the Vikings will inbound. Time running out on Huntington North. 42.3 seconds. 53-46. Vikings inbound in the corner. It's Husband. Husband backs down, low block, and had the ball stripped away, and a late whistle is a foul call on Michael Raudenbush. And what happened, Raudenbush tried to draw a charge, went to the deck, and then when Husband spun to put the shot up, I think he tripped over the fallen Raudenbush. His shot was blocked by Welker, but they're going to give 2 free throws to Dalton Husband, with his team down 7 with 36.9 ticks left. And the first free throw, good. Husband has 18 points. 53-47 to cut the lead to 5. And in and out, no good. Welker, a good rebound for Homestead. And they foul Kuhlman. 32.9 seconds still remaining. 6-point Homestead lead, and the Spartans' Jake Kuhlman going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kuhlman with 17 points. More than doubling his season average of 8 points per game. Missed it. He's got one more coming. Coming up after the game, we'll give you some area final scores. Second free throw, Kuhlman, calm as a cucumber, just drops it in, nothing but twine, and it's 54-47. Last half minute, Zahn gets fouled to reach in for Raudenbush near the foul line, and that's going to stop the clock and give Huntington North a chance to put up points with the clock frozen at 28.8 seconds. Nope, it's not free throws. It's out of bounds. So the inbound goes to Husband. Husband circles through the paint, puts up the shot from the right block. Count it. Off the glass, good for Dalton Husband, who's now got 20 points for Huntington North, and a quick timeout called by the Vikings and their head coach, Eric Thompson. 54-49. Still a 5-point Homestead lead. Of course, after what I witnessed last night, nothing's safe. In case you missed it, Purdue-Fort Wayne Mastodons were playing in the Horizon League tournament in Youngstown, Ohio against Youngstown State, trailed by 15 points with 4 minutes left. Still trailed by 8 with under a minute remaining, and got that down to a 1-point game before Youngstown State held on and won. But the Mastodons almost overcame a 15-point deficit in the game's final 4 minutes. So Homestead will inbound, 23.3 seconds left, and they get the inbound to Welker. Immediately he is fouled. No, they call a travel on Welker. A Homestead turnover, and Huntington North has life with 21.7 seconds left. 5-point game. They inbound in the corner to Husband. Husband works baseline, and a blocking foul on Welker, and that's it for Welker. He's done. That's his 5th foul. It's going to put Dalton Husband to the free throw line with 17.4 seconds. And if he makes these, or nope, it's another common foul. That's only the 3rd against Homestead. So Huntington North will inbound. Inbounded under the basket by Titus Schultz. He drops it down low to Husband, and it's poked away and stolen by Homestead. Kuhlman comes away with it, and he gets fouled immediately with 14.3 seconds remaining. And to the other end, where we will have free throws, as Jake Kuhlman is going to the line. He'll shoot 2 with his team up by 5. And a timeout called. So we'll take a break with 14.3 seconds left. Homestead 54, Huntington North 49 on the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Quick look at some final scores that have already come our way in Class 4A at Carroll. The Carroll Chargers surprised the Snyder Panthers in a big way. Carroll 62, Snyder 42. Also in 3A, New Haven beats Norwell. Bulldogs romp in the second half. 71-49 was the final. And Westview defeats Lakeland 64-49 in a Class 2A sectional. At the line, Homestead's Jake Kuhlman, and the first free throw is good. It's now a 6-point advantage for Homestead with 14.3 seconds left. The next one could make it a 3-possession lead. And the 20th point for Kuhlman. And it's good. Quick substitution. With 20 points, Jake Kuhlman having a career night here in the semifinals. And he's had to, because Mac Welker has been in foul trouble most of the night and now sits on the bench with 5 fouls. Front court, Zahn. No look pass to a cutting Grant Campbell for the layup, but it still only cuts 2 off the lead. It's a 56-51 game with 9.1 seconds. Another timeout is called, and it will be extended to a full timeout, so we'll take another break. You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Wayne High School, Brett Rump with Adam Lundy, our studio producer. Coming up after the game, we'll be at the Wayndale Pizza Hut for our Parkview Sports Medicine post-game show. Join us there, either in person or on the air, starting right after Game 2's conclusion. Homestead to inbound with a 5-point lead. Ball comes into Raudenbush. He'll throw it front court to Weaver. Huntington North gives chase, and with just 4.9 seconds left, there's the foul. And Homestead now knows that the math doesn't favor Huntington North in any way, shape, or form, and so Homestead's going to be going to tomorrow night's sectional championship game where they'll play the winner of Game 2 between Southside and Wayne. Wyatt Weaver at the line. Good on the first free throw. He's a 77% free throw shooter, and he makes it a 6-point lead for the Spartans. 57-51, 3 points for Weaver. Free throw short. Rebound to Zahn. Zahn gets it stripped at midcourt, and Homestead dribbles it out. There's the horn and the final score of our first semifinal. Maybe tighter than most people expected, but a good fight by Huntington North. And the Homestead Spartans defeat the Huntington North Vikings 57-51. We'll take a break. We're going to come back. We'll wrap up a recap of this one and then get ready for Game 2 as the Southside Archers will take on the Wayne Generals. It's the Class 4A sectional from Wayne High School, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.